Hello, hello, hello. News, prog news, I suppose. I guess it's this month's Record Collector magazine. There's a band in it. You may have heard of them. Yeah, there's this big article about The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, about the making of. Might be worth picking up if you know nothing about the making of that album. Again, it's written from the perspective of it's the record that broke the band, as it were. There's more to it than that. If you know the story of the band at that moment, there's a little bit more than the album breaking the band. There's other issues at stake there. It's a good piece. Like I say, it's good bit to read if you don't know anything about that. There's also some nice pictures that you don't often see. But the real reason that you've it fell off the wall. I've got to get in some new. It'll be back in the next video maybe. Well, I could just take them down and have it bare along there. There's a bit of a mark there. That's not good, is it? But yeah, the real reason you've clicked on this video is you're thinking clickbait, Darren. Surely you're clickbaiting us. No, I'm not clickbaiting you, because if you buy Record Collector, or you have a nice Italian to send it for you for free, that didn't happen, by the way. Obviously, I bought my copy. You would have seen the final paragraph. Yes, I'm eking it out. I'm making it. This is drama. This is dramatic. Bear with me. This is performance. This is performance. You don't get this. You don't get this on. Oh no, you don't get this on other YouTube channels. This level of almost Shakespearean performance here. In the last paragraph, a nugget of information is revealed. Yeah, a nugget is revealed. Are you ready? Okay. An expanded 50th anniversary edition of The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway will be released later this year. Huh? There you go. Okay, that's a bit of an interesting one. How will they expand it? Well, again, I'm thinking from memory here. I know there used to be some bootlegs of rehearsal material doing the rounds, so maybe that's going to be a thing. Maybe it's going to be a Blu-ray with the surround sound mix, maybe even an Atmos mix. Boo! They'll do a Blu-ray with the slides. There's a lovely with the DVD version I've got. It plays with the slides that used to accompany the show. Again, for those of you who don't know, it was a multimedia presentation when I did the Lamb Live, and they have all these slides firing off, which kind of tells the story. Not really, it just gives you mood with the songs, and maybe they'll include that again. Maybe there'll be. I'd like to think there might be a new interview, but I don't know. Who knows? They might just repackage what they did in 2007 and add the Lamb live show that was on the Genesis Archive Volume 1 and expand it that way. I'm making predictions here. This is me making predictions. So what you'll have is obviously the album. Will they do a rejiggering? Will they rejigger it? I don't know. It's a pretty well produced and mixed album. Even the first time, it's pretty good. I don't think it needs rejiggering, but they might rejigger it just for the to people hand over their shekels. Disc of rehearsal bits and live bits, the live album, the live version of it. will it be the version that isn't fiddled about with? Because the version on the Genesis archive had bits added by Gabriel vocals and Hackett back in the day, and I know some people were a little bit annoyed, but you've got to remember that nearly every live album that's been out there is usually fiddled with and fixed. It's what goes on. That's how they do these things. So maybe it'll be just the naked Lamb, as it were, and hopefully there'll be an essay or something. Be interesting to see what happens with that. It'd be interesting to see what happens. Again, it's one of my favourite. It's my favourite Genesis album. It really is. It really is. Funny enough, not the other night, but last week, I listened to the live version on Genesis Archive. I just had a hankering for it whilst on the dog walk, and so for like about two dog walk nights, I listened to the Lamb live, and man, I love that record. I really do. Again, it's my first Genesis. It was the first Genesis album I bought on cassette as a teenager. That was my introduction, because I came in via Gabriel, and then bought the Lamb. And I only bought it because I wasn't a man of great means, and so I was thinking, this is a double album. I'll get more music on this than I will get in one Genesis single album. So I went for the Lamb because I think it was the same price as like Foxtrot and Selling England by the Pound. Mind you didn't see that one on cassette too often, so it would have probably been a choice between that and Foxtrot, and I chose the Lamb purely because it was a double album. And in those days the cassette came with nothing. It just came with the track listing and the people that played on it, so I didn't have any of the story. And for about 6 months I listened to that album every day. I became fascinated by it. It was like a puzzle to unlock, and I just fell in love with it, and so I know it inside out. And it's I know it's some people find it hard going, but I love it. I love the pretentiousness of it, or the complete bombastic lunacy of it. I love it, and I just think it's great. It's a very literary story, So yeah, I'm intrigued. This is where you insert the Fry from Futurama meme. Take my money. I'll buy another copy. God damn it! Bringing it to how many copies of the album I've got now. But yeah, I thought that would be interesting news to share. In terms of engagement, I will ask you, what do you expect to see in a 50th anniversary box set of the Lamb? Because it's the year, isn't it? Because it's 2024. Now, just think, 10 years ago, in 2014, they were doing the sum of the parts, which was originally meant to be. It started off as a tribute for the 40th anniversary of the Lamb, but then evolved into like the band history, and then it went all a bit wonky because they edited Steve Hackett out, like they did on Seconds Out, really. Do we need to talk about that again? So yeah, it's like it's come 10 years late. So what do you expect to see in the box? What would you like? Would you like offcuts? Would you like a live album? Would you like a documentary on the Blu-ray? Would you like an Atmos mix? Or would you like a nice thick coffee table book full of pictures and reminiscences by the band in a nice coffee table book with like the artwork? And there's some good Hypnosis rough artwork for that in the Hypnosis book, which is good to see how they did all that. I'm just throwing it out there. What would you like to see? And it a nice surprise. What a lovely surprise for us fans. But I better get a move on, because crikey, it's September now. October, November. There's only like 3 months till Christmas, and they haven't announced it yet. Usually these things are given a few months to to take a run up at. But yeah, I can't even put an affiliate link in the comments box for you to click on. But when you do buy it from Amazon, think of your old pal Darren, eh? Anyway, thanks for watching. A little bit of prog news for you. Yeah, another Lamb reissue. But also, let's think again. Genesis, have missed a trick here. Not that I should encourage them, but we've missed Trespass, Nursery Crime, Foxtrot, Selling England. Wouldn't it have been nice? Wouldn't it have been nice if they'd have done like I'm going to use Jethro Tull as an example. Wouldn't it have been nice if we'd have had expanded editions of that? But you've got to remember, Genesis were very economical in the studio. There weren't that many like offcuts. And again, Selling England have got a few bits and bobs where they were trying things, and I remember hearing those demos, God blimey, 25 years ago now. So yeah, but other than that, they tend to be very economical in the studio. They're not like one of these bands that's got lots of stuff that they can throw. But wouldn't it have been nice anyway? A disc remixed, Blu-ray with the surround sound, interviews, and a live album from the period, all cleaned up. That would have been lovely, wouldn't it? In a nice, booky thing. That would have been good, wouldn't it? We didn't get that. Anyway, sorry. I'm waxing lyrical and I've gone and talked far too long. But that's what happens when you've got no friends. You end up talking to a camera and trying to engage with all those people out there in the ether. Can you hear me, mother? Can you hear me? Prog on.